It's Monday the 22nd of January and thanks for joining me for another week at Brick Arena. And it's been a relatively busy weekend, I think. If we have a look, we've got 14 orders on Bricklink and 200 lots, 1,330 items there. I have got a couple of invoices out there as well, so if people pay them, then things will, more orders will be coming in. And if we look on Brick Owl, we've got another 9 on Brick Owl as well, so another 88 lots there, another 483 items. So not necessarily the biggest orders, but a reasonable amount. And if we look on eBay as well, we've got 5 on eBay as well. So as usual, we got a head start on Sunday because of the need to get these out quickly. And as you can see, we've got orders scattered all over the place. So let's have a quick look at exactly what we've got going out, and then I'll get these packed up and get on with the next batch. So we've got wrapped on minifigure going out on eBay. We've got a J core figure going out. We've got a Brian O'Connor from Speed Champions going out. Order here for one of the regulars for some tiles. Lots of jumper plates going out here with a few other bits and pieces. We've got these Bionicle shoulder pieces going out to the US. Just 2 of those in dark tan. And then more parts orders. A Ninjago Dimensions fun pack. I don't have many fun packs left. I think I've got probably 1 left. This one sold for £16 and is going off to the US. Then we've got a little chrome minifigure visor, and then some, we're into sort of basic parts territory, I think. Lots of reasonable orders for parts. Big amount of medium blue going out there. Always funny, isn't it, when you look at the orders, the colour themes in them. This one's all red, all medium blue, dark pink, bright light orange, white, blue. There's a real sort of theme to most of these. Over here we've got some sort of greenery, some dark leaves. We've got 100 of these bright green leaves going out. And then here we've got a couple of minifig bits going out. We've got a Jor-El minifigure and a few minifig parts going out. And then we've got a first order Stormtrooper and Darth Vader torso and helmet and a couple of other bits. So that's the first batch. As I say, we'll get those packed up, ready for the post office. And we'll get on with the next batch. Not sure I'm going to get everything done in time for the post office, so some things might end up going out later this afternoon. Quick look at the second batch. I've only got about 20 minutes to get to the post office, so need to be quick. On eBay, 2 figures going out, a Mulan and a Moon Knight. Then we've got lots of parts going out here, new and used, including a Harry Potter Hogwarts Express. We've got a Star Wars figure going out and some other parts, mostly Technic pins here. And then a couple of other parts orders, this one for 4 cannons and 4 cannon bases. 1 order I didn't manage to get done, so that will get posted this afternoon, but these lot now are going to get packed up and added to the pile that we've got to go out. And I need to get to the post office pretty quickly. 3 more orders going out this afternoon. One of these was left over from this morning, which was actually this one in the middle, but 2 more orders come in throughout the rest of the day. And I've left them till this afternoon because I've just been taking it a little bit easier late morning, doing a bit of admin work, reordering envelopes and doing some paperwork, etc., which is just something I tend to do Mondays, but because of putting so much time in on the Sunday, prepping everything, and you know, I just take it a little bit easy once I've got orders out of the door. But anyway, let's have a look at what we got. So we've got a parts order here for just 4 parts, but in relative good quantities. This was the order left over from this morning. Lots of parts in orange and blue. You know, I talked this morning about sort of colour themes, and this one seems to have a two-tone theme with it, as well as a number of panels in white and trans colours, and some printed used parts there as well. And then this again is a regular customer. In fact, he had an order going out this morning, and had I known that this was on its way, of course, I could have held that back and combined orders, but didn't know. So I'd literally just gotten back from the post office and this order had arrived. So again, he's ordered lots of quarter tiles in various colours, and some greenery and some 1x2 bricks, etc. So a nice little order there, and thanks to them for that, and for continuing to support me, the store, the channel, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to get these all packed up. I'm going to drop them in a post box this afternoon. Not a regular post box. This will be the drop box at the depot, which gets emptied up until 6 o'clock in the evening. So I'm able to drop those in there. Unfortunately, when I do that, I can't send them as business posts, so it costs me a little bit more, but I like to do it just to get the orders out quickly. I've just been doing another hour of the Technic sort from the bulk tub that I was working on last week. I knew I wasn't going to have time to finish it today. I just had an hour to fill and I wanted to carry on, so we're still working through it. Still another, I don't know, hour or two's work probably to get this lot sorted down, and I'm going to continue that tomorrow, get it sorted down as far as I can, and then I can crack on with the second level sort on that. So I need to call it a day. We're having a terrible run of appointments lately, so I've got to take the little helper off to an appointment for 7 o'clock in the evening at a hospital. Seems very late, but that's private healthcare for you maybe. But she's going to get her knee checked out. Had a recent knee operation, and the consultant needs to have a look and see how she's getting on. So we need to get her over there. So anyway, we'll be back tomorrow and crack on with this and hopefully get it finished off. It's the 23rd of January, Tuesday, and it's a much quieter day than it was over the weekend. Just 2 orders in this morning. Actually, there's a third order, but the third order is a local collection, so it's not showing as paid yet because they're just going to give me cash at the door. It's a guy who literally lives in the next road to me, so that's a real easy transaction. He's going to walk around later and pick that up. So yeah, not a lot of picking to do today. Then we've got nothing on Brickowl, so we've just got the 2 orders on Bricklink, and then we've got 4 orders on eBay. So I've got them picked. I'll show you what they are at the moment, but today is a big day for my football club, so I'm building up the excitement, listening to various podcasts, YouTube videos, previewing the game for tonight. It's the second leg, for those who don't follow football, of Middlesbrough playing Chelsea. and we're actually winning 1-0 on aggregate. So if we stop Chelsea scoring tonight, then we're through. But we all know what a tough job that's going to be. So really excited for that later today. Really can't wait. I'm going to go around my sons and watch it with all my sons, and we'll raise the roof if we get through. But anyway, let's see what we've got going out this morning. We've got a snow villager going out on eBay. We've got a dog groomer going out on eBay. We've got a Cobra mechanic, and we've got an iron skull going out. And then the 2 orders going out on Bricklink, quite modest. Some 1x1 tiles going out, and then some various parts going out here. This is the local pickup, which is just a couple of quid as well. So nothing very much there. Now that is going to give me the opportunity though to crack on with the Technic and try and get that all sorted today, at least sorted into the next category, and start breaking out some of those categories and getting them listed. Well, that's the tub emptied and not quite sorted. We're about there. I'm just going to condense these tubs into the various bags that I've got around of those categories, and then the loose bits will go into smaller pots that I've already got filled with these particular parts. So it's just a problem with desk space and trying to fit everything on. We'll probably leave them for today, and then tomorrow I'm going to come back to this and start adding them to the store. It's another pretty quiet day. It's Wednesday the 24th of January, and we've got 6 orders in, but all, very modest orders on eBay. We've got this little Dreams, I was going to say a minifigure, but you can't really call it a minifigure. It's a printed part, I suppose. But nevertheless, that's sold for £4.49. And we've got some of these sloped bricks going out. We've got this transparent, kind of corrugated door. We've got some real tracks. A couple of minifigures going out, both sort of Ninjago related. And then we've got some droid parts and a few other bits and pieces. So not an awful lot there today. We sort of had that decent weekend, and then I thought that things were maybe, gonna be better for a week or so. I did have an invoice that I put out for a couple £100 to someone that they've not paid yet. Now that doesn't mean that they won't pay, but they've certainly not paid yet, and that would be nice if that landed. But nevertheless, we'll get these packed and off to the post office, and then we'll crack on listing some of the Technic stuff that we've been sorting over the last few days. Now, for those who follow the football, I mentioned yesterday was a big evening. Middlesbrough taking on Chelsea, and sadly the dream was over. We got annihilated at Stamford Bridge. Credit to Chelsea. They were just a different level last night. We made lots of mistakes and gave several goals away. And I think once we'd lost that 1-goal lead, I think heads went down pretty quickly. But credit to the team for getting this far, and big credit to the fans, because they were still singing away at the end of the game. And we did get a goal right at the end, which rewarded them a little bit. But anyway, we can get back and concentrate on the league a little bit. In other sort of unrelated Lego news, we've got a new toy. We've got a little keyboard here that is kind of a belated Christmas present / early birthday present for myself, and kind of goes with the other hobby of trying to play a bit of music and stuff, and looking forward to playing with that. Now I'm doing a little bit of tidying up on the computer to just free up some space, struggling for space a little bit at the moment, and probably need to get myself another hard drive here. But anyway, we'll get those sorted and then I can get on with the workday. Now, I've got a little bit of reorganising to do because Mrs. Brick Arenas are not particularly thrilled in the way that this sticks above the window and can kind of be seen from outside, which I totally understand. So I think I'm actually going to take 3 drawers out of here, and that's unfortunately is going to screw my numbering up, but we'll have to get around that and eventually renumber. Now, to make it easier, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the bottom 3, the red ones. At least I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, the 2 of those have just got bulk stuff in at the moment anyway, so it won't really cause any renumbering of inventory because I'm just utilising the drawers for what they are. So I think that will be the path of least problem, but yeah, that'll work because that means that I've still got the colour coding, aka pink, at the top. At least I think that's how it works out. I'm just trying to look at these. So these, yeah, I've got to lose one or the other. I either lose the red on the bottom, which is consistent all around the room, or I lose the pink off the top. And I'm just looking, I might have to consult the boss. It may be actually that the pink would be better to be lost and maintain the colour coding around the bottom of the room. I mean, it's, you know, it's been nitpicky, isn't it? But that's the way that the drawers are at the moment. These drawers don't go up to the pink layer because there's just not enough height. And I can't get any more under there anyway, so it's not a problem. Now, removing the pink is the easiest thing to do in terms of altering the drawers, because I just have to take the tops off and take the top layer off. So that is the easiest way, rather than moving all of the drawers around. And the only problem with that, although even that's not a problem, because this is just bulk. This is just minifigures, which are just not even allocated to this number. So it still leaves me with only 1 drawer to relocate, which makes things really easy. And these are all the same kind of parts. So that, and this is the beauty of these trays, because what this means now is all you need to do is lift that tray out and put it into another drawer. And because some of these other drawers are just bulk, I'll just remove the bulk, move that tray into the empty drawer, and then reallocate the stock in Bricklink. So should be straightforward. I think that's what I'm going to do, yeah, thinking it through. So wish me luck, and I'm going to go and get that done before I start with any uploading the parts, because what that's going to mean is I'll have three drawers to get rid of and go to the container. I've got this box for the keyboard that came yesterday, which needs to go over there, and I think I'll do that before I start uploading anything, because I think I might have some more bags of pre-sorted Technic over there. So I just want to make sure I haven't got any more before I sort through and start adding this lot. And then the other job that I've got to do at the container is I promised that I would make a tub of Lego up for the grandkids to just play with. So I need to pick some stuff up over there, and yeah, bring that back for them as well. And that keeps them quiet when we're sort of looking after them after school. It's Thursday the 25th, and yesterday evening I received this email from Bricklink, and this is something that all sellers would have received, and it's advising that on the 15th of February the Bricklink catalogue will be changed to combine some of the common variants, as I mentioned in a previous vlog. Now, it's advising that if you want to maintain the difference in these variants going forward, then you're going to have to add a text to your specific items in Bricklink, and it's an incredibly extensive list, to be quite honest with you. And you'd have to check every single one of them. It's just crazy, really, because if you click on the link here, it will show you a list of the parts involved. So these are the texts that you need to add to those parts in the comment. So it's very specific. It's not like you can just add, a little, a little comment. You've got to be very specific about what you add. Otherwise, the items will be merged, and, the lots will be merged rather. And, you're going to lose any sort of visibility to them. Now, I'm in two minds what to do. Part of me thinks there's an advantage in maintaining the separation, because there will be customers out there that will want the specific variant. I also don't want to get bogged down with people messaging me saying, have you got this 7-tooth variant, or have you got the 9-1? I don't want to be checking stock all of the time, because you can't easily reserve that for someone who wants to place an order. By the time they've ordered, it'll, those may have gone. So I don't really want to get into all of that. And if I'm honest, from a seller perspective, merging all of these does make life a lot easier, because you don't have to be watching for those variants. When you're sorting, it's going to make sorting much quicker. It's going to reduce the amount of storage you need, because instead of having 2 drawers or 2 locations, you're going to have 1. So there's a lot of positives from a seller perspective. Now, some people are saying, oh, there's a price difference, so some are a much more expensive part than the other variant, and when they get merged, they're going to get merged to the lower cost. I don't think that's a massive issue, to be honest with you. The main thing would probably be with the torsos, and there's a handful of torsos here. I may just go through the torsos, for instance, and just see if there's a big difference. But things like the 7 and 9 tooth hinges, am I bothered? No, I'm not really, I don't think. Also, the inverted slopes that have 2 connectors or 4 connectors, does it really matter that much? I'm not sure. So I'm not sure that I'm going to be doing very much about this. I'm probably going to let the merge take place, and see how we go from there. Now, as for this morning, let's see what we've got. Here we are, where I've been checking one of the torsos, and there was a little bit of a difference, but nothing major. So we've got 7 orders that need to be picked this morning. 135 lots, 820 items. One nice order in there for £200, going off to America. But that's the same customer that I had around Christmas time. I placed a £500 order. I think I think they're in the Asia Pac region really, and they're routing it through the US for, I presume, some kind of customs benefit. But anyway, that's what we've got to pick this morning. There's absolutely nothing on Brick Owl, and we have 2 orders on eBay to pick as well. So I'll go and get picking. Nothing picked so far, so I'll go and get picking and show you what we've got later. So here's a look at the orders going out today. We've got an Iron Man Mark 7 going out on eBay, a Marion Ravenwood. Then we've got the order that's going off to the US that I mentioned, and they bought all sorts of stuff. Lots of minifigures, a bunch of crocodiles, a few foil packs. We've got a couple of Captain Americas, a Loki. We've got some old gift with purchases going out as well. Lots of the old little comic books that I guess you can't really see in there. They're all at the bottom. The comic books that came with the Marvel sets a few years back. Lots of hair pieces and all kinds of stuff. Even this little keyring slash mag light as well. And then we've got some more parts orders going out. I think this is going to the States as well, funnily enough. Then more orders here, lots of green and brown parts, and a few little bits and pieces here. A couple of sheep going out. That's the last of the sheep I've got, I think. Then a whole bunch of 1x2 trans tiles. This guy actually contacted me to check on these arch pieces because he said he'd had them supplied in the past and there'd been the wrong arch types. There'd been the raised ones rather than these particular ones. And that might be interesting with things like that. I don't know whether that's one of the variant changes, but that would be interesting if he got the wrong ones after the variant change. And then this one's just come in on Brick Owl. So I'll get these packed up shortly. I'll probably wait a little while just in case another order or 2 comes in. As usual, Thursdays is a late post run because they open 4 till 6. So we'll be getting them off later today. So I'm going to go and crack on with some more of the Technic stuff. But first off, I'm going to tidy my car up a bit and sort that out because it's in for a service tomorrow. Which is going to take some time out my day as well, early in the morning. And I just want to make sure it's all nice and tidy, got all the rubbish out, etc. So another job I've got to do before I crack on. It's Friday the 26th of January and another really quiet day on, well, on all of the platforms. On Bricklink, we've got 3 small orders, nothing on Brick Owl and nothing on eBay. Now, I kind of, blame myself. I think with the lack of uploading of late is probably impacting this rather than the time of year, etc. It's not long after payday, so that shouldn't be an excuse. Hopefully things will pick up a little bit at the weekend. Now, a couple of things to mention. I told you guys about the issue with Bricklink and the fact that they are going to be amending the catalogue, and it's going to impact a lot of variants. For those of you who are on Brick Freedom, it might be worth you checking out the Discord channel. There's a lot of discussion on there that I'm not going to summarize now. If you want to look at it, have a look on there. Steve, who runs the platform, is looking at various ways to resolve the problem, but I don't think any of the solutions are particularly ideal. So I think you need to read through this very sort of lengthy set of discussions, and I think Steve's going to feedback on what needs to be done. Now, another thing was I also mentioned an issue with Brickstore and the camera function, which is still an issue for me. but I've been in touch with the Bricklink people, and the guy who runs Bricklink was very quick in coming back to me and saying that there does seem to be a problem with Brickstore duplicating calls to the API on Bricklink. So he's seeing 50% of the calls being made are actually duplicated, and that will cause an error on his side, and will stop Brickstore being able to reach Bricklink and return your results. So you'll get that 429 error. Now I've put him in the thread with the Brickstore people, and hopefully he's now started talking to them, and there'll be a resolution to that before too long. Now this, as I'm looking at Brickstore now, I'm still working on the Technic stuff, just listing endlessly, going through lots of various Technic beams, bricks, connectors, all sorts of stuff going in here, and I'll probably do an upload of this tonight at some point, even if it's not finished. I will just show you very quickly the couple of orders. Time's been short again today because I had my car in for a service. The garage is about an hour away, so I've had to go there. I've now had a call from them to say that the service has been done and I can go back. So now I've got to lose another hour and a half going to pick it up and getting back or whatever. So not the most productive day again here, but basically here we've just got 40 of these 1x1 dark tan bricks. We've got some Minecraft animals going out, and then a single part, and the guy did apologize for the size of that order, but it was something he needed for a build of his, and that's it for this morning. So pretty poor all round. So I'm going to get those packed up. I'm going to go and pick up the car, and I'm going to drop them in a post box, and we'll see what's left of the day and what else we can manage to do.